What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B-High Radio Shouty. And hey, man, I got one of the funniest guys coming out of the A-Town right now as we speak. Justin Whitehead, man. What's good with it, boss?
What's up with you?
Man, feeling good, feeling great. Now, I mean, Justin, when I first caught a whiff of your comedy, I was on Instagram and you was pissed the hell off about a Christmas gift that somebody tried to haul off and give you, man.
Oh, so it's been about 2 years ago then.
Come on, man.
Okay, cool.
Talk to me about your stardom, getting on Instagram on top of the comedy. How has that helped with your career, getting that thing going and just making the face visible and recognizable to everybody out here?
This shit is really, it's been what helped the whole career period. I mean, as far as progressing and excelling to the next level, it's been what's taking it to the next level, because that's what's today, social media. You know what I'm saying? I started out doing the stage first. You know, that's what every comedian before me, they try to instill in you. Got to do the stage. You got to do the stage.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the video kind of picked up, popped off. And I would say it started around 2017, but COVID, you know, during the pandemic is when it really
crazy.
Took off. Yeah, because people were really forced to sit down and just look at you. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have shit else to look at. So.
Come on. Coming out of South Georgia with it, though, man. When was it that comedy bug hit you and let you know that this was what I needed to be doing with my life?
Probably around 2000 and... All right. Okay, I'm going to say this. It's really a two-part answer. Because I've always been in love with comedy, but I never wanted to do it. Because I'm shy as fuck. Never wanted to get on. Never wanted to be on stage or none of that shit. So... I mean, like I said, I've always been in love with it. So it was around when Mike Epps dropped Inappropriate Behavior, his first special.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, I think I want to do that.
Okay then.
Because like I said, I was always in love with it, you know what I'm saying? I always had a passion for it or whatever, but wanting to do it, nah. But I didn't know at that moment, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life either, because I knew I didn't want to go to school no more. I had just graduated in 2006. So it was like, I think he dropped it around 2006, 2007, somewhere, maybe 2005. I can't even remember. It was somewhere in that time, and that's when I was like, yeah, I think I want to do that. But I still didn't tell nobody I wanted to do it until like 2 or 3 years after that.
When you hit the stage, man, break that down for me, because you say you shy, and then you got to hit this stage with the comedy. So how the hell did you find yourself on stage doing your thing, and how did you overcome that shyness to cut up out there?
Well, the first time I actually, I had put my foot in my mouth. I had told everybody, I want to do it, I can do it, I'm going to do it. So they got tired of me saying the shit because they knew I was funny. They was like, they felt like I was funny. So they was like, we're gonna throw a show. The nigga back at home, he hit me up. He was like, hey, I'm gonna throw a show and then I'm gonna put you on. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm thinking he's just talking shit.
Yeah.
Probably about a week later, he hit me up. And he was stationed in the military up here somewhere. He used to go to Uptown when it was on Marietta Street, when K-Dub used to host it on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
So he went one Thursday night and was like, hey, man, I got this little nigga at the crib. He fun or whatever. I want to have a show, come and host it or whatever. I want to throw him on stage or whatever. So they put the show together. He called me. He was like, hey, you said you going to get on stage, right? I'm like, yeah. Not knowing that he already got the show together. So he like, well, hey, we're going to have the show in April. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Damn, now I got to really do the shit. So I ain't never been the one to quit.
Yeah.
Or back out of some shit. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna get some shit together. So I was writing shit and it wasn't funny to me at all. I was just like, all this shit is just what you would see somebody do if they was in a movie about becoming a comedian or some shit like that. It wasn't funny. So I think I just started looking at some documentaries of my favorite comedians and shit like that. And every last one of them said one thing that just stuck out. It was like, be relatable and you know, talk about yourself. And I went back and wrote another set, and it was just about me, and that's the one I took, and that's the one I've been perfecting since that day, and that's the one I'm gonna film at my special.
Oh, that's hard.
So it's like I turned 5 minutes into an hour.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So
coming back to the A-Town with it, man, what was that like transitioning to the A out of South Georgia and saying, okay, I got to relocate up here and I got to get down with this crowd and really start working these comedy rooms up here. What was that like for you?
I mean, it wasn't really a big change getting around the crowd because I had never been around the comedy crowd before anyway. So it was like I had to adapt to, you know, the city or whatever, the city life. If anything, I had to adapt to being around the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Being around people, period. But it was because I was always, you know, I did my own thing, you know, and shit I was doing back at the crib. You don't need too many people around, you know. So, it was cool. It just, you know, like I say, adapting to being here and you know what I'm saying, not doing the same shit I used to do and having to adjust to being broke. That was.
What was that adjustment like though, man? Because I mean, as a comedian, you're doing what you love to do, but sometimes what you love to do is send your ass to the poorhouse.
Yeah, it was quite challenging. I wanted to give up a lot of time, but I had people in my corner that was like, nah. They believed in me more than I did. My God. Because if it wasn't for them, I probably would have been back at the crib doing some other shit. But it was rough. Because I wasn't used to struggling. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't grow up rich at all. But, you know, I had everything I needed and most of what I wanted. Yeah. And, you know, when I got on my own, you know, in the street, you know, I had everything I needed and everything I wanted. And then you jump from that shit and you come up here and then you ain't got none of that. And then you trying to work a dead-end job. And, man, that shit was rough. But, you know, I made it.
My 600-pound life, man, when you had to narrate that thing, first of all, how did you stumble upon that greatness, and what was it that made you go slam the fuck off when you saw it?
I never even watched that show. I used to hear people talk about it. I used to see the clips on social media, but it never was intriguing to me at all. Like, sitting there looking at this shit. But my godson was with me during the pandemic, and he and his people watch it. And they were on the phone going back and forth looking at it, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm sitting here looking at it because, hell, he got it on the TV.
Exactly.
And I'm like, what in the fuck is going on here? And I didn't even notice he had hung up the phone and started recording me. Damn. On his shit, like live or on whatever his platform was. I mean, whatever his social media was. And it you know, it did good for somebody who didn't have a following. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, cool. You know, I try the shit myself. So the next night, I think a new episode came on. Nobody had seen it, and I ended up going live while it was on. Ooh. So I think while I was live, it might have picked up like 4,000 people while I was live. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And then when I ended it, I think it ended up. Oh yeah, I think I ended up getting like 1 million views on it within the first 3 days or whatever. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is what we're gonna run with. Exactly. So I went from not ever watching the show, not ever being a fan of it, to actually going back looking at the ones on demand. And going and looking at the ones that can pull the most out of me. Exactly. 'Cause I used to, when I first started, I could do it the whole episode. Then Facebook started hating on me, so I had to go right to the part that pulls the most out of me. And then they started putting me in Facebook jail for leaving them on my page. So then I just had to start going live, letting them know when I'm about to do it. They screen record it. They put it on their page. Then I can share it on my page because they ain't gonna fuck with them. Facebook fuck with me.
That's crazy as hell.
Tell me about it.
When you saw them 1 million views, though, man, what went through your mind right then?
Well, I mean, that was my first 1 million view.
Talk to me about that first one.
The first one was back in 2017. That's what really helped me get the people to like share the 600-pound life, because I had maybe like 150,000 followers on Facebook when I first started doing.
Strong as hell. Yeah, you talking about?
Yeah, but I'm saying before I even started doing the 600-pound life video, so that's what helped take off. And then you got people like Rickey Smiley come in and sharing the videos and shit like that. So it don't take long for it to take off. But no, when I saw that 1 million view, I was like, nah, that's it. And I knew it was a perfect time to keep going, because like I say, I'm on social media seeing people complain about you can't film new TV shows because it's the pandemic, so they watching reruns and shit like that. And you watching me, and they like begging me to go live and shit. They want to see me do it every day, every night. And I'm like, shit, all right, cool. And I just did. I took off, sitting in the front seat of my car, and then sitting in the living room just watching that damn TV show.
What was the first piece of content that really built the fan base up for you? They got you them first million.
My rants, sitting in the car. I did a video about checkers fucking up my food. And yeah, that one did. I got like 1 million views within a week. I can't remember how long it took, but it was like within a week. And that's when I started continuing to do the rants in the car. And like I sit in the front seat of the car, sit in the driver's seat, and I just do rants about anything that would annoy me. I don't necessarily be mad at that moment, but whatever I'm pissed off about at that point has pissed me off previously.
Facts.
Or it will piss me off later on if it happens. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't take much to piss me off.
Come on now.
So, I don't know. I capitalize off of being mad because it's easy for me to make you think I'm mad when I'm not even mad at all, to be honest.
Answer me this: when you had those viral moments that hit for millions and stuff like that, do you feel any pressure to keep that up? And how do you feel if you drop your next one and it don't do 1 million? You be like, I failed.
I ain't never really felt the pressure. It was like, of course, when you get 1 million on one, you want to get it again. But I've gotten 1 million views on quite a few videos. So, what I'm saying? At this point, it's almost like, if I don't, all right, cool. Because they still get a minimum of 150,000 views.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can sit, like I could go live sitting right here if I wasn't blocked. And then, I have people tuning in and I might get 50,000 views off of just that. You know what I'm saying? And, just not bragging. People just want to hear me talk.
So, I mean, the flavor's there.
They just want to hear me talk. So if I'm engaging and, you know what I'm saying, and I'm talking about me, they fuck with it. So no.
Folks like Rickey Smiley, Snoop Dogg, and Diddy fucking with the campaign, man. I mean, what has that been like for you?
I'm kind of used to it now. But it's super dope because those are people I always looked up to. You know what I'm saying? I never would have thought like you. If you have known me forever, you know that I've been a Puff fan forever.
Yeah.
Rickey Smiley been, like I say, one of the people who, I could relate to growing up to his comedy anyway, because he's a country motherfucker.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying, from Alabama, grew up around them by older people, and so I was the same way, and it's super dope. You know what I'm saying, looking up to these people as a teenager or as a kid, period, and then now you fuck with these people.
Exactly.
So it's dope, and it also motivates me to keep going.
Yeah.
Because it's like, damn, if you want to did this or you want to did that, you want to even be, been here. So
come on.
I try not to overthink certain things now, and I keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I believe I can do whatever I want to do, and whatever. You know what I'm saying? I believe I can do whatever I want to do now.
I'm with you. So now, when you talk about whatever you want to do and staying focused and staying down, how do you get to that point of having that kind of confidence to where you're going to win and you about to manifest all of this stuff regardless?
Well, I still battle with that. I ain't as confident as I may appear to be, but I'm in too deep, if that makes sense.
I'm with
you.
So
I ain't backing out. So,
with you.
So I'm more on some shit like, all right, we'll see how this go.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do it the best I can do it. Now, lately it's been working out for me, but I can't just sit here and lie to you and tell you, I know I'm gonna do this shit and I feel it, and I have to make myself.
How do you feel about being online with that comedy and stuff? And then how do the older comedians embrace you? I was just asking somebody the other day this same question, because a lot of times, like you say, they say you got to hit the stand up to be real. But for me personally, as a fan, if I'm laughing, damn it.
Right. I look at it, I can see it both ways, but now the OGs are more, accepting of it, you know, because they see that it's the new wave, and a lot of them are trying to build their fan base online too.
Exactly.
In the beginning, they gave people like DC Young Fly hell. So you know he kind of paved that way for us. You know what I'm saying? It just he took all of that, and but at the same time, he wasn't just an internet comedian, because when he got on or start seeing that, okay, I can do this shit. Yeah. He started, you know, I see him in the comedy clubs, and he have it pad in certain places. Like we used to shoot for Ratchet People Meet. Yeah. And I come in and catch him on the couch. He writing his material down and going over. So he really was like, you know, I fuck with this. You know what I'm saying? He didn't take it for, you know, a joke like, okay, they fuck with me, I'm famous, I can just go and make some money off of it. No, he really, so I can't, and I'm not saying that the OGs made him do that. I'm just saying what I saw.
Exactly.
But, again, the OGs were, at that moment when he took off, they was, oh, you internet comedians, oh, can you do it on the stage? And you still got some people like that.
Yeah.
But fortunately, I'm held on the internet and stage.
Come on now, which one is your favorite one? And then what do you feel the most reaction?
My favorite is the stage, because now anyway, because it's like you're in a room full of people coming to see you.
Yeah.
So the love is all over the motherfucker. You can't.
That's right.
Like and the energy is just off the chain. Just it's something else. So I mean, the internet is fine too, because like I said, you see people all over the world that you don't even fucking know are laughing at your shit, sharing your shit, and tagging people, and you know what I'm saying? And that's what gets you to that stage, and it gets you that love and that energy that you get when you go to these different cities, because, you know, so I mean, it's probably, I love both, but probably the stage the most.
Top 5 comedians.
Bernie Mac, Red Fox, Rickey Smiley, Mike Epps, Steve Harvey.
What do you feel like your style is going to change the game, and what is it that you bring into the game with the flavor that you kicking so you could get in that top 5 your damn self?
You know what? I don't know if I can just say change the game, but if anything, take it back to when people fell in love with comedy, because it's, you know what I'm saying, not talking about nobody's style of comedy, because, you know, you've always had different style of comedy, but it's the people that all the comedians say they looked up to, they kind of strayed away from their styles or what they call comedy. Mm-hmm. So, you know, mine, I'm sticking to what I know, staying true to me, and doing what I saw growing up, what I saw comedy to be. You know what I'm saying? And it's straight up speaking the truth, and, you know what I'm saying, being unapologetic for it.
How do you feel about comedy right now in the middle of cancel culture, and you trying to say your piece and crack your jokes, then next thing you know, folks want to cancel your ass? Is it difficult to still be creative and funny at the same time, but that kind of stuff lurking in the corner?
No, not for me, not yet, because, and I don't see how, but I don't get my emotions into the comedy. Or I put it to you like this: if I'm emotional about it, I try not to use it as material, or, you know what I'm saying, I won't go public with it or say it on stage, because I'm liable to say some shit, you know what I'm saying, that'll get me canceled or whatever. So, you know, I kind of know what to say and what not to say publicly, because that's just how I grew up. You know, my mom and my dad, my mom used to tell me all the time when I was little, say what you want to say to me first, and then I'll tell you if it's okay to say it. Yeah. So, it don't really bother me. The council shit don't bother me, and 9 times out of 10, if I feel like it needs to be said, somebody else already said it anyway. So,
yeah. The Go Live comedy tour, man. Talk to me.
It's taking off something serious. We've been selling out every city we went to. And I keep selling out if I can stay out of fucking Facebook jail. You know, Facebook don't want me to sell no tickets, man. Yeah. But yeah, I hooked up with Elton Pope, who is the same manager for Kerwin Claiborne, the guy that do the fun ass voiceovers. They saw my video. I did a video about I want to say meeting a girl's family around the holiday or some shit like that. And, you know, of course, my take on meeting the family is very unorthodox and quite interesting. So it went viral. I got over 5 million views on that video.
My God.
Shit, people, I saw it on somebody else's page. They got 10 million views. So and that's the thing. People get more views on my videos than I get on myself. Somebody on YouTube right now, you son of a bitch. Somebody on YouTube right now got over 200,000 subscribers, I think, and got over 1 million views of just my shit on their page. And it ain't even me. I don't get none of that money. I don't know who it is.
Better flag
if they see that, yeah, I'm on your ass. Yeah, I started my YouTube page now. They won't let me go live. I got to figure out what I got to do to go live on YouTube.
It should just be a regular button on
They
that
told
thing.
me I had to have 1,000 subscribers. I got over 2,000. I ain't posted nothing up there yet. They still won't let me go live. I verified my page and I did all of that.
Yeah. We're going to have to do some research about that because
Yeah,
you
we got
should be
to.
able to go live in this thing.
You got to.
I mean, speaking of going live, though, man, I mean, you said one of your top fives was Bernie Mac. You had the daughter pull up on you at the show, man. What was that like?
You know what? I still think about that every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another one of those moments where it was like, all right, yeah, you doing what you're supposed to be doing. And a lot of people don't know that we built a relationship way before I went viral.
Okay.
And I didn't understand at that moment why she fucked with me.
Yeah.
And then it's just like it was like one December in of course December in 2016. We just end up having like this in-depth conversation. Like we just really connected with each other, and she told me, you know, why she dealt with me the way she did.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh man, and it made my love for him even more. I mean, think I'll tell it.
Nigga, you might as well.
All right, fuck it. When she was like 11 or 12, her mama was pregnant, got pregnant again, and it was gonna be a boy. She ended up having a miscarriage. They was gonna name him Justin Bernard.
Oh.
So like I say, I didn't know that at the moment when she came across me online acting like her daddy.
Damn.
So, you know, I got it recorded. I'm gonna put it in my documentary later. So this is the first place I really ever said it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, you can't just tell people that shit and then you know, calling him one of your favorite comedians and they be like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, she said that. She told you that. So no. She actually said it when she came to the show in Chicago. And I ended up recording it, so I'm gonna put it on my documentary that's gonna drop probably January.
Break down this documentary, man. What all are you covering in that?
Well, it's actually gonna be a part of my comedy special.
Okay.
We're doing a 1-hour comedy special in November, but before you get to the comedy on the DVD, well, it's not DVD these days. What is it? Streaming or the link or whatever you want to call it, whatever you call when you look at the motherfucker.
Yeah.
Before you get to the comedy part, it's gonna be 45 minutes or an hour of a documentary of my story.
That's right.
So you can understand the comedy part even more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you about me. I'm gonna teach you about why I'm saying what I'm saying, why I sound the way I sound. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take you through my life. I'm gonna let you see what I see, what I saw.
Yes, sir.
And then it goes into the comedy. So we're going back home. We're gonna go around to the family, the ones that I like, and we're gonna go to a few spots back at home. Spot I got arrested at that made me decide that the streets wasn't for me no more. Maybe the school. I don't know, just some spots, just some hot spots back at home that, you know, that has something to do with me. That's relevant to me, relevant for me or whatever. So yeah, the comedy part is gonna be at the end. Like I said, it's an hour special, and we shooting that in November, the weekend of my birthday. So yeah.
What advice do you got for that next guy trying to do what you did, man? Because I mean, to be able to
Don't do what I did.
Find
Find somebody else shit to do. Don't do what I did. Unless you talking about like in the streets or whatever. Yeah, don't do that either. But if you talking about my style of comedy, don't do that either. Find your own lane.
So how does somebody go about finding their own lane and then just navigating this whole comedy world to being great? What kind of stuff do they need to do? Because see, like I tell folks with YouTube, they say, B, what I need to do with YouTube? What the hell, what the hell? I said, hey, man, if you do 10 videos and one of them videos do better than the other 10, and that's what you need to be doing, is the one that did better than the other 10.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
And see, my shit was so fortunate that, well, I'm not gonna say my shit. I was so fortunate that my shit, I say it like that, I was fortunate that my shit was appealing and intriguing no matter what. Because I don't just put a lot out there. I'm not gonna just put, you're not gonna catch me in a costume doing this video. You're not gonna catch me doing a voiceover of this shit and a voiceover that. It's gonna be 1, 2, or 3 things, and I'm gonna stick to those 3 things. And it's you either gonna see me yelling at the TV at 600 Pound Life or Hoarders, or you're gonna see me sitting in front of the car and talking my shit. Yeah. And all of like I say, fortunately, all 3 of those have just taken off. So no matter which one I do, they cool with it. They rather have a 600 Pound Life. Yeah. But they just at the end of the day, they just fuck with me. They want to hear me. They want to hear what I had to say about this. They want to hear how my day went. They want to hear me complain about some shit. They want to hear me go off about some shit. They just really want to hear me rant. That's it. No matter what.
What is it that pisses you off the most, Justin?
See, like I just told you a minute ago, it don't take much to piss me off. So anything. I don't when they see my documentary, they'll understand why. It's just the way I came up. I can't help that shit, and I'm trying to. But I don't want to help it too much because that's what they
was helping you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, before I fuck up my money, I just deal with stay like this. Yeah, fuck it. Just don't piss me off. But nah, piss me off the most. Man, I don't know. Shit, just anything can piss me off. The wind can blow wrong. I really don't know. That's why I stay to myself.
No, I'm with you on that. Lastly, how can these folks contact you? And is there anything you want to let your fans know in this thing?
Yeah. Keep buying the tickets. Keep sharing the videos. I'm coming to Atlanta. They keep telling me, come to Atlanta, come to Atlanta. I live in Atlanta. Atlanta will be last but not least. This is where I'm gonna come and film it at, and sell it at. So they can find me. They know how to find me on Instagram, J Whitehead 87. That's JWHITEHEAD, not JAY. Facebook, Justin R. Whitehead. I made a TikTok, but I ain't put shit on it yet. Yeah, they because everybody that put my shit up there, they get banned. So there's no reason to put me up there. They gonna take me down.
I feel you.
I might try it, but I made a TikTok, comedian Justin Whitehead. You can follow me if you want to. Ain't shit on it. YouTube page, comedian Justin Whitehead. That's that too, and that's the only way you need to find me.
I can dig it. Wish you nothing but the best and much success, my
man,
dog.
I appreciate
you coming through here.
Oh man, I've been waiting to get through here. This is actually my first official interview.
Hey man, well I'm glad you shared it with a player in this thing, boss.
Hey, look, I'm glad you even wanted to hear about my country ass, dog.
No, man. No, you out here getting busy, Justin. You out here getting busy.
I'm trying to, dog. Hey, I just saw Country Wayne post his house up the other day. I said, shit, I ain't doing enough. God damn it, I'm confined to one room. And
come on now. Damn mansion in this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? I want mine.
Come on with it. Beehive Radio shouted. Justin Whitehead. Holla at y'all in a minute, man. We gone.